and the role of the head of public service.
A group of young lawyers from Nairobi have condemned the alleged harassment of Chief Justice Willy Mutunga and lauded government action on the threats. The Nairobi Young Lawyers Association said the interdiction of the immigration officer who allegedly harassed the Chief Justice was also welcome. A member of the association, Wilson Kamande, stressed the need for all public and state officers to exercise caution in their behavior to avoid conduct that can cause anxiety to the public.
All public and state officers should not engage in conduct that is heightening political anxiety and tension, given that the general elections is less than 10 days from now. 2, that the Chief Justice should desist from making political statements and all statements that border or political bias, given that he is supposed to be the arbiter of all disputes, of all electoral disputes.
He, however, stated that the Chief Justice should have followed the right procedure to address his grievances.
The Chief Justice erred by dramatizing and sensationalizing the alleged harassment. As being a senior state officer in the country, he should have followed the right protocol, as by doing so he has created unnecessary tension in the country.
Kamande pointed out that the name of the head of civil services, Francis Kimemia, should not have been dragged out in public, as the interdicted immigrations officer was not under his purview. In the meantime, a group of civil societies under the banner of Young Kenyans for Change have this morning held demonstrations in the CBD, urging all politicians to refrain from making statements that will balkanize Kenyans. The group, which has particularly taken issue with Prime Minister Raila Odinga's call to head of civil service Francis Kimemia to resign, says politicians should stop dragging civil servants into their political bids. Young Kenyans for Change Secretary John Korir adds that Kenyans should wait for the National Security Advisory Council to conclude its investigations and provide a way forward.
10 days to the elections is really uncalled for. It is premature, it is unnecessary, and it should be treated with the contempt it deserves. Really, going to the elections without head of public service, 10 days to the elections, telling him to resign. I don't know. Probably the person who is saying that maybe has some other ulterior motives.
He adds that the country needs a smooth delivery of government services before, during, and after the elections to facilitate the setting up of devolution structures.
Let it be known that CORD, and specifically the PM, has been on record saying that the provincial administration are pretenders and has had a bone to pick with the county commissioners. This war should not be taken further than that, especially on the eve of the elections.
I'm Charles Gishane for Capital FM TV.